In a moment, you will begin to unlock your perceptive and analytical mind. You will clear away any doubt, lack of confidence, or distracting thoughts. Through visualizing and immersing yourself in this story, you will perhaps learn more about yourself in this meditation than any other time. Assuming you are in a safe, quiet space and comfortable, close your eyes. As you close your eyes, sense how your body's muscles begin to relax. Allow any tension to fall away as each muscle softens. That's right. There's no right or wrong way to relax. Just do what's best for you. As your body softens, your mind settles down and your thought process becomes more focused on the here and now. Because that's all there is in this moment. Any distracting thoughts can be let go, as they only refer to the past or future. Your thought process begins slowing down to initiate a calmer breathing cycle. Take a moment to appreciate the radiating peacefulness that starts to envelop your mind and body. In noticing the more silent moments of thought, your mind perhaps begins to drift. It's okay for your thoughts to wander. Just guide yourself along to a quiet area of your mind. As you enter that more silent space, maybe you see or hear the distracting thoughts as you pass them. They become quieter. In front of you is a door. It leads to your spirit guide. Your spirit guide is an aspect of your subconscious and conscious mind that helps you make decisions, reminds you to take care of yourself, and brings awareness to situations. The metaphysical voice of reason is connected to you, and by opening the door, you begin to deepen your connection. Reaching out, you push the handle of this door downwards. Opening the door, you feel a slight breeze. As the door widens, fine droplets of water fill the air, which can be felt on your face. On the other side of this door, you see a thick forest covered over by the darkness of night. Rain pours down onto the generous green bushy branches of the trees, the ground puddled over by the heavy downpour from the cloudy night sky. White noise is joined by the occasional rumble of thunder as lightning shows the vast size of the forest. You are safe, relaxed, and inquisitive in this moment. The weather you see on the other side of this door is your thought process that exhibits itself when focus seems challenging. As you look beyond the trees, you see the light of a log cabin. It has a small garden and a porch. There is also smoke drifting from its chimney. You enter the forest. An invigorating splash of raindrops cools your face. Walking now, you are determined in your quest to find your spirit guide. As the wind blows through the trees, droplets of rain that dangle on the branches pour onto the saturated ground. As lightning streaks across the sky and the tumbling roll of thunder vibrates the air, you continue on as the log cabin becomes closer. Through the thinking air you walk, the wind gusting up every now and then. With each step, you are mindful to step over branches and stones on the ground, observing everything as you now travel up the path to the cabin. You feel detached from the wild weather you persist against. Inside you feel calm, composed, and indifferent. You now smell the scent from the chimney of this wondrous home. Now in front of the log cabin, you can partially see that inside it's warm and cozy. This is a place deep in your mind. It is yours. On reaching the cabin, you pull down the handle of the door. Creaking open, the door widens, sending a waft of warm air across your body as you enter. Your shoulders instantly relax, sliding down your back, loosening your arms in the process. with a clink as you close the door. The sound of the downpour outside fades out. Raindrops now tap at the glass of the doors and windows. Rather a soothing sound as you watch the raindrops slide down the window. You breathe a sigh of relief as you begin to look around inside the cabin. Walking through the hallway, you notice photographs of all your achievements, bringing a sense of proudness in the way of more calmer thought. After all, this log cabin is part of you, a safe place to find peace, calmness, and direction. You see a flickering glow on the walls, coming from a room to the side. Walking on, the mind-clearing scent of a crackling fireplace fills your nose. Standing at the doorway of a neatly and perfectly furnished, cozy room, you see where the illuminating flickers originate. A fireplace with some thick logs glows warmly, with a pop and a dry crumbling sound. The flames are immensely hypnotic as you step into the room. The warmth can be felt much better now, the closer you get to the fireplace. The lightning outside brightens the walls when it flashes, if just for a split second. A rumble of thunder is barely audible as your muscles soften even more from the radiating heat. The safety felt in this moment is recognized from being inside, warm and dry, whilst you watch the drizzle run down the window. Even with the soft sounds of raindrops and the crackles of the fire, everything seems quiet and calm. Drying off beside the fireplace, every muscle releases all tension. Your shoulders slide down your back from the pure relief of being warm. As each second that passes on a silent brass clock on the wall, you let go of any thinking process. This moment is about finding and connecting with your spirit guide. As you are drawn between the crackling fire and the raindrops on the window, you begin to sense a feeling that your spirit guide is around. To you, your spirit guide may be an animal, a person, or perhaps your own inner deeper self. Feeling safe and with a knowing, you hear the creak and thud of footsteps from the hallway. You feel it is your guiding voice. Your spirit guide takes on the image of an older man as it stands proudly at the doorway, just outside this warm room. You see your spirit guide in the guise of a bearded fellow, tall and distinguished. On his head, a hat, much like a magician. Long white hair streams down his shoulders to a blue robe, filled with magnificent patterns, finished off with a shiny, silky sheen. Raising his hand from out of one of his cuffs, he extends a handshake. You oblige and greet him. Inside, you know what your spirit guide looks like, and see it as it should be now. The form created of this old, wise-looking gentleman is to create a peaceful familiarity. Outside this log cabin, in the external world, you look to your spirit guide to show perspective, grounding, and direction. Feel the strong connection you have right now, being so close. An aura of wisdom, experience, and focus is felt in the room. A positive atmosphere. Confidence springs out from him as he speaks.
So, you want to deepen the connection between us?
You agree with a willing nod.
To make the connection stronger, you must complete some tasks.
Quizzically, you look on. He pauses and takes a large bunch of keys out of his robe pocket.
Your journey consists of tasks that will help you to let go of all things negative. You will become more focused as you progress through these tasks, until you reach this door. Rush not. Use your feelings to guide you, as your mind will only place obstacles in the way. Go on what your heart is telling you.
Pointing back at the first door, handing you a set of keys, he smiles.
This isn't a test. It's a confirmation that you can, in fact, do all these things.
He steps towards the first door.
You may begin.
You look at the keys that you have in your hand. Plucking the first key, you place it in the keyhole and slowly turn. The door is now unlocked. Pushing the handle downwards, you push the door open. A soft, red light illuminates you from inside. Taking a step forwards, you and the old wise man enter the room, closing the door behind.
This is your first step towards confidence. Just by taking the first step, you have achieved so much. By entering the room and closing the door, you have put trust in yourself and let go of doubtful things. These are the doors to your mind. It's up to you whether you open them.
You look at him with understanding as he continues to walk towards a second door.
As I said, this isn't a test. It's merely to show you what you are capable of. Just remember that the decision to take those actions was your free choice. You can find perspective in letting go of negative thoughts. When thinking seems cloudy, you can open this door in your mind to dismiss anything irrelevant or bothersome from the past, present or future.
Standing now at the second door, you bring the key with the number 2 engraved on it up to the lock. Turning the key, the lock releases. Already feeling healing from your actions and from the soft red light, you pull down the handle of this door. An orange comfortable glow, not too dissimilar from the fireplace from which you left, allows your shoulders to relax a little more. You are learning more about yourself and the spirit guide that you have a connection with.
This room is for focused thinking. Allow yourself to be present and in the moment. Hear the peace in this room, the quiet of the silent mind. In this state, you can ponder over what you want to and get the lay of the land, so to say. Observation is a powerful tool in keeping grounded. So, by spending a little time by yourself, you think about what is best for you.
You take a moment to practice being silent, allowing thoughts to settle. Walking over to the third door, you take out another key. Placing the key in the lock, you turn slowly until it unlocks. A yellow, cleaner, soft light shines as you open the door wider. The wise old man follows. Closing the door behind you, you feel a strength begin to dwell inside your mind and body.
Here, you believe in yourself and trust in your instincts. This is where you will find strength and trust in your decisions, which will allow you to follow them through. Thought comes with the philosophy of yourself and the world around, and the trust you have in yourself propels your wants and desires.
You seem to be soaking up the energy of the yellow soft light, as if an energy is being drawn into you. You feel a peace wash across your mind and a relief in your every muscle. Now ready to continue, you walk on, placing the fourth key in the door. It twists and releases the barrel. As you open the door, a soft green light of honesty and cleanliness shines, a pure, undiluted colour that seems to illuminate even the shadows. Closing the door, the wise old man begins to explain.
What you see and feel here is the pure energy of your heart's desires. Only honesty with yourself and others can make for an uncomplicated life. When you are honest with your inner self and others, there is no question or diversion of direction. As long as you have an understanding of what you want from life, your communication expressed internally and externally is all that matters. As explained before, you have choices. Live the life you want to lead, not by following, but being a leader of yourself. Feel the truth of your heart now, in this moment.
The wise man gives you space and walks across to wait at the next door. Now feeling more clear in mind and a little more relaxed, you join the wise man. Taking the fifth key, you unlock this door with a feeling of accomplishment. A soft blue light emanates, very much like the green. Again, this is a pure light, a focused energy. Closing the door, you and the wise man walk on. Every second, every step, and every word is part of your journey.
This blue light energy you see before you is the trust you put not in yourself, but the journey. If something doesn't feel right, or you disagree with the way that things are going, then your trust in that path is corrupted. learning to pave a way forward is dealt with a feeling of doing what's best for you. If you feel that it's not positive or leading you onto a path that doesn't sit well with you, you have the opportunity always to change it.
Take a moment to maybe feel the path that you should be on. You raise the seventh and final key to the door. With a twist of the lock, it releases. Opening the door, a purple hue of light streams out and becomes brighter as you walk on through. Closing the door once again, you feel contented.
If you practice every state of mind you have experienced from walking through these rooms, then you will be met with this.
Slowly waving his hands, he accentuates the purple light, bringing it to your attention.
By truly letting go, considering the present, following your heart and trusting in yourself and the path, the universe will take over. Surrendering to how things will unravel is part of life's learnings. I, your spirit guide, will always be here to remind you of these 7 rooms, and that you have the keys to unlock them. But it is up to you to use the keys and the rooms to make your own decisions.
The wise old man opens the last door, bringing you back out to where you first started. You hear the crackling fire once more and the rain on the window. Entering the room, you feel calmer than you did before. Closing the door, the wise man beckons you to a seat next to the fireplace.
I will leave now, for you need the rest and learnings you have obtained to be absorbed fully. Rest by the warm fire. Settle down for tonight. The chair is most comfortable.
Looking over to the chair and the fireplace, feeling tired and agreeing with him, you turn back to see that he has gone. The droplets on the window tap a hypnotic and sleepy rhythm. The fire pops and hisses, a calming lullaby. Walking over to the chair, sit down and sink deeply into the plush material. Sitting back comfortably, you watch the shadows and illuminations dance from the flames of the fire. Your feet begin to warm, tingling with softened muscles. You feel yourself start to let go as you gently close your eyes. As your calf muscles and knees absorb the radiating heat, your arms and hands become limp. The warmth can now be felt in your thighs as your lower back descends deeper. Like a warm wave of sleepiness, your abdomen and chest soften freely. The hinges of your wrists become loosened as your hands and fingers release any energy. Each raindrop and each crackle of the logs on the fire sends you sleepier. The tops of your shoulders slide downwards, helping you to sink further into the chair. Heavier and heavier you go, your eyelids closed and soft. Every muscle on your face droops as you drift in and out of consciousness. You perhaps hear your breathing becoming heavier. Each outward breath releases every muscle more. Drifting further into sleep, your jaw widens. Your cheeks and nose feel neutral in this moment. Every now and then, the beautiful sleepy sounds fade out. Your mind wanders further through and into sleep. As your brows lose any frown or expression, loose and heavy you go, feeling relaxed and accomplished. Now, without any sounds or distractions, your mind is clear to rest for the night. Seeing that positive image of sleep, whatever it may be, you trust and let go a little more. Asleep is the destination now, as you just let go. As you fall asleep, you go deeper into the meanings of the rooms that you visited earlier on. Now seeing a red colour on your travels to sleep, you feel the foundation of anything going on at a distance as an observer. This can be your career, money, or where you fit in your own life. You see the differences between what you want and what is actually revolving. You are okay with everything in this moment. As you move further down the tunnel of sleep, you let go more. Now entering an orange light, an acceptance of allowing yourself to let go and move in a direction that sits well with you is recognized. Your desires, needs and wants are all part of your well-being. Allow yourself to attain and strive towards these things. It's not about a sense of entitlement, but of a grounded necessity that drives your desires. Now entering a yellow light, confidence in knowing what you want and focusing completely on it for yourself is observed in your thinking. Your self-worth and self-esteem is important, as are you. This is where your personal power is for changing direction or keeping your individuality. Through and into a green light. It's good to feel peace from accomplishments created from truth. Your heart is the authentic engine that powers your direction. Through honesty and a true heart, you will find your peace. Expressing how you feel to yourself and others is felt in the blue light you now see in your mind's eye. Communicating from your heart keeps things simple, clear and focused. In voicing yourself, you are maintaining your course for positivity and an improved well-being. Now passing through a purple colour, you trust in the universe that your desires and decisions meet with a positive outcome. Patience and understanding is also part of the journey. As you continue down the tunnel of sleep, you see nothing more but a positive image in your mind. It is distant and perhaps out of focus, but you will reach it. All sounds now begin to fade away, and only the sleepy part of your inner consciousness continues to learn. As you get closer to the image, the muscles of your body completely let go, and your mind is free to dream in a peaceful and restful sleep. You drift further as my voice now fades away. Your eyes remaining closed and becoming heavier as you journey down for your slumber tonight. Every muscle loose as loose can be, your mind clear, exploring the space of sleep. Each and every breath sending you deeper. The more you relax and trust in the sleep that you will receive, the easier it will be to fall asleep. As you sleep, you will subconsciously learn more about yourself and begin to feel at peace. Everything is peaceful as the rain outside tapers off. You feel reassured, safe, and relaxed. Allow yourself to go even deeper